Wow, wow, wee, This is a very nice shirt. All right, today we're going to be talking about A-roll. A-roll? A roll of what? Nah, what a, what a joke. Got him. What's wrong with me? How's it going, everyone? I'm Aaron Dati. Welcome to another Wedding Walkthrough Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about A-roll or story driver of your films. So I don't know about you, but for me as a wedding filmmaker, my main story driver for everything is the audio bits of the wedding day. So that's everything from like bride and groom interviews, the first look, like the interaction, actually like hearing the audio behind the first look, or the first look with the dad, first look with the groom, or like a first touch, if you've seen any of those. Definitely is just like any audio bites that really are the couple, because that's who they are. It's their wedding film. So when you're creating something that is their wedding film, you want to have story that backs up their story. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll show you like one of the timelines I have from a previous wedding, and very much like, so for this one, the audio is colored, is that orange? Yeah, orange. So as you can see, that is like the main, that is what I usually do for the skeleton edit. That's what I start off with. That is why I cull all the footage. That is why I put in and out points on certain spots that I want to use in the actual wedding film itself, the actual highlight film. Because all those meetings that you have leading up to the wedding, all those little notes that you write down, all those little fine tidbits off of Instagram that really make the couple who they are, you want to ask questions like that for the bride and groom interview, or maybe just have everything about like what their story is, instead of just again overlaying music and have this music be the story driver for your film. That only works so much, but I feel having like more audio intended for the couple really helps a lot. And if you don't shoot that way, then that is very much your style, and I'm not telling you to shoot this way and shoot that way. This is my style. This is how I like to shoot. This is how I like to edit. This is the films that I like to create. Everyone's different. Everyone has a little take on how they want to do wedding filmmaking. This is me. And another thing too is depending on how long of films you offer. For me, I offer 4, 6, and 8-minute films. If say you have a couple that has only wanted the 4-minute film package, and you really like want to implore them to get a longer film because they have so much good audio, try to really convey that message. A lot of the times people will just settle like, hey, they only got the 4-minute film and I have so much good stuff, I have to cut back on a lot. Like, you really don't. Just ask the couple. If you feel for a fact that they would benefit from having a longer film, then by all means suggest that. You're trying to give them something that they don't want to regret. So you don't want them to be like, oh, I wish there was more, because maybe they know too, oh, we had a lot of great stuff. I know we did. But anyways, yes, A-roll for me is definitely just the interviews, the actual parts of the wedding film, like the actual key moments. So when I say key moments, I'm saying like first look, the bride coming down the aisle, if that's how they do their first look, or just like really important things that have to make the wedding film that for a fact they're going to be like, how come that's not in there? Or, hey, could we possibly add that in? So, and the way you kind of judge how and what shots are important, like imagine you're getting married, right? So take it through that lens. For example, pretend it's my daughter's wedding, and I'm like, I'm gonna shoot this as best as I can because I want my daughter to have the best wedding film possible. I can't stress enough how important getting to know your couple really is, especially if you are the type of person that creates films that are more audio driven, more story driven. You really have to get to know your couple, just so that you don't like take the angle from a different perspective that maybe was totally off, something like that. So like, have an effort and try to meet with your couple at least twice before their wedding, like actually either in person or over Zoom or FaceTime, just so that you could really get to exchange conversation with them, get to know who they are, a little bit about who they are. Again, you're trying to make a wedding film for a couple that essentially you have never met before. So how do you make something that is like truly them? You get to know them, and they're not going to be as open to opening up to you if say it's the first time they've ever met you is on their wedding day. You know, that's gonna be very awkward. There's gonna be a little bit of like getting to know and warming up to each other and being comfortable in the front of the camera. So pre-production, like pre-production is super huge, but again, it's however you decide in whatever style of wedding filmmaking you are doing. I feel like this turned from like talking about A-roll into like talking about pre-production for a wedding film. But definitely, like, I can't stress enough, that is one of the major things I have learned throughout the way, and I hopefully that you take as long with you as well. But anyways, yes, story driver for me is audio. Again, you'll see in a lot of my films, I really try to emphasize audio, really try to push on getting story out of their wedding film or their wedding day, just so they could look back on it and be like, hey, that really was us. And as always, and you'll hear everyone say this, story is king, and it really is. You could have okay video, okay audio, but if there's a really great story behind it, it's gonna succeed. That's all I got for today. Hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully you enjoyed my little tidbit right there on pre-production. Not really talking about A-roll, but again, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Like the video if you liked it. Share if you're into that. Consider subscribe if you're not already. Hit that bell notification to stay up to date when I post new videos. And as always, follow me on all the social medias at Aaron Tattoo Films, and I'll see you all on the next one. Man, I'm getting good, man. That felt easy. Watch, I'm gonna mess it up next week.